The Killie Pies tasted good tonight as they made their Belgian opponent Cercle Brugge look like mince. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football for the first Scottish team in Europe match review. So we're in the Europa League right now. We'll be in the Europa Conference League later, and then there's Champions League and other stuff to come. But right now, we're focusing on Kilmarnock. We're focusing on Killie, the first team to enter Europe technically by 15 minutes over St Mirren. But it is what it is. They were the first team to get stuck in, and by God, did they do that. In the end, they got a draw, but it should have been more.
It should have been more for Killie. First half, I think Cercle Brugge edged it. Then they got their goal, and I was like, alright, this is looking like a painful evening. But then Killie turned it around with a nice, fresh batch of pies in the oven. It was corner after corner after throw-in after throw-in. I mean, there wasn't a lot of like great play through the middle for Killie, but you weren't expecting that. This is exactly what I expected for Killie. Hard to beat, and they made their set pieces count. Obviously, they had quite a lot, and yeah, ideally, if they made them count completely, they might have scored 5, because they could have scored 3 throw-ins and 2 corners. But I'm proud, right? I'm sick of over the years talking about Scottish teams getting scud at 7-0, getting pumped by an Andorran team, getting pumped by that team, getting pumped by that team. This is a performance to be proud of. You're talking about, like, what, the 3rd, 4th best Belgian team? Obviously, a league that's above ours. Going toe-to-toe with Killie here. It's a good result. I mean, when you compare the finances of the two clubs. But here, I expected this. You predicted 1-1, I predicted 0-0. So we both got it right. I think there was a lot of people out there that probably wrote Killie off tonight. But thankfully, we weren't one of them. Not that our opinion's gospel at the end of the day. It's not like what we said that meant it was going to happen. But I'm proud to get my prediction right. Are you?
I am proud. I'm proud of Killie. I thought they were good tonight. You thought Cercle Brugge edged the first half. I disagree. I thought Killie edged the first half. I thought they were I don't want to say superior team because I don't think there was much in it, but I do think that Kilmarnock were the slightly better team. First, maybe 10 minutes of the second half, I was beginning to panic because I'm thinking, right, Kilmarnock haven't started very well. Cercle Brugge did start well, and they got the goal, and it was a good goal from Olegby or whatever he's called. Olegby. So, yeah, he got that goal, and it was a good goal. He just having a little bit more pace here, a bit more speed, quickness, power to get the touch, get the yard basically on his man. Good finish as well. So, it was a good goal. And at this point, I think you maybe were beginning to fear for Kilmarnock because they just did not start the second half well. But it was almost like this goal just woke them up. And all of a sudden, they started coming into the game more, started creating opportunities. They did have the ball in the back of the net, but didn't count because it was a in-swinging corner on the ball went out of play. And now that we're talking about goals that didn't count, let's talk about a penalty, by the way, that also didn't count in the first half. Probably the correct call. Now, I mean, apparently they had VAR tonight.
No, they did have VAR tonight, which is an intriguing one. I mean, obviously both clubs will have VAR, right? But I don't think it's right in the qualifying rounds that some stadiums just don't have VAR, but some do. It is what it is. We couldn't see if it went out, but the assistant and VAR agreed it went out. So here, I'm going to assume it was out. Was it a penalty though if you take away the fact that it went out? Yes, Danny Armstrong gets bundled over. But then Cercle Brugge, they get a few corners. McCrory, I thought was good. He was a bit shaky for one instant, but he managed to redeem himself there. Killie then had a ball whipped in for Danny Armstrong. Brad Lyons tried to leap onto it like a lion, but he fell a wee bit short, didn't he?
He did, aye. Well, we've already talked about we're on the second half now.
What do you mean we're on the second half? We didn't even talk about the first half. I had to talk about the first half. You got to eat dinner before you get dessert, my friend. And dinner was the first half. Is that alright with you? Or are you a guy who just likes his jelly and ice cream, as some people would put it? But anyway, the goal for Olegby, 1-0. Guy used to play for Ross County. I think this is just like the quality. Killie don't really have a player that can just cut in and finesse it. Danny Armstrong's probably the closest guy to that. As for the corner, though, when they did make it 1-1 again, the linesman just didn't like Killie tonight. Denied them a penalty, denied them a goal. As for the corner one, we literally can't tell if it went out. It's literally just his word. Did it look out to you?
What do you mean? He said literally just his word. He's a fucking official. It's not like it's some random prick sitting in the stands. Oh, that went out. I mean, if this guy's word doesn't mean something, then what does?
Well, hold on.
Yes, we never got a better. We never got a better.
It's his word in four, not Nugget Coopen, because the first one you could see it went out. As for this one, you couldn't see it went out.
Oh, so what? So what you want to say? Oh, we can't take the referees.
The referee, mate. No, you're
right, all right.
I'm talking shite.
I think so.
We don't know if it went out. Nobody knows if it went out apart from him and Farr. Think Derek McKinns knows if it went out.
Don't know, does he? Probably not, to be fair.
Probably not, but anyway, doesn't matter, because after this, long throw in, big, Fazell gets his head on it, he thinks he scored, but it actually hit off Watson, trickled into the back of the net. Post-match, they're talking about, well, it doesn't matter as long as we got the draw, the win, whatever. It feels like a win for Killie. After this, so Fazell skims the post in an absolutely unlucky header. The Cercle Brugge goalie was rooted to the spot. Imagine if he made it 2-1. He could have been on for a hat-trick, but little did he know the first goal didn't go his way. Killie, though, I think Cercle Brugge realistically only got forward once after the first goal for Killie. After it was just throw-in, corner, set pieces, where I think they could have tried a few things different. I mean, Killie, I'm not saying they'll have the quality to put a free kick in for 20 yards, but the one last kick of the game, I said, the guy out left, man, get it to him and hit it across. You're getting a free shot on goal minus the wall. They should have done that. A draw, the tie is more than alive. This Bruges team is beatable, but I feel like Killie needed to win tonight to go through. That's my humble opinion.
I don't see how you can come to that conclusion considering how average that team is. Tonight gave me
cold
belief.
Night inertia, my friend.
Tonight gave me belief that Kilmarnock can go to Belgium and play just as good as this. Did I say Belgium now? I meant Belgium. They can go to Belgium and play just as good and dominate this team like they did in the second half. I think that's a decent result for Killie. At the start of the night, obviously I wanted them to win, and I think a win was necessary, but considering when you're 1-0 down, I think when you rescued a point and how well Kilmarnock played, it's not like they snatched a point and it was undeserved. They played well enough tonight and they dominated Bruges enough tonight to make me feel like they can do the same and put up a good fight in Belgium. So yeah, I think Kilmarnock will go through. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but I think you have to look at the logic. They were obviously going to do better at Rugby Park than they are going to do in Belgium, and I think for them to go through, they had to win tonight. I'm not saying they can't go through, but I think they won't go through. Not to put a downer on it, but I think that's what we're looking at, because I think you could clearly see in wee flashes that Cercle Brugge had players that on their own park, not a 4G pitch, plastic pitch, I think they'll lay the smack down. As they were pointing out, only one team in Belgium has actually got a plastic pitch, and that's the case here, because guess what? Livingston's dying. Alright, folks, but that's it for this game. Killie won, Cercle Brugge won, St Mirren up next. That's a game where not much really happened. But anyway, till next time, peace.